Hey, welcome to BrickTsar Toys. In this video, we're going to be looking at a NANOBLOCK set, and Mickey Mouse has nothing to do with it, but I just got him in there for perspective. This is a LEGO minifigure. Just wanted to show you how it compared to the size of NANOBLOCKs. And this NANOBLOCK set is already falling apart. The trees do not like to stay together. What is this set, you may be asking? Do you recognize the structure? This is based on a castle that is in the great nation of Deutschland, Germany. It's the, I'm never going to be able to say it, the Neuschwanstein Castle. Let's try that again. Neuschwanstein Castle. Let's just show you. Alright, so there it is. That's how it's spelled. I wish my daughter was here to tell me how to pronounce that. Maybe we can do that in another video, because this is not all we're going to be doing with this Neuschwanstein Castle. And we picked these up. I've actually had this for quite a while. Picked it up at Target when they were putting everything on clearance with the NANOBLOCKs. Now let's look at this thing a little closer. Alright, so don't know anything about the castle, but we're going to find out. So this is the small version. I'm thinking this might be like the entrance, because they show this on the box kind of like it's the front. I guess that's like a little courtyard, and then you get the mini levels. NANOBLOCKs has an odd building style in that a lot of times they'll do things that as you're building it, they're very unstable. So like when you're building these columns here, they kept wanting to fall over, because NANOBLOCKs, when you first few floors or first few layers, oh, it looks pretty easy, but then it just gets harder and harder, and pieces there are knocked over a tree again. All right, put this back on. These things do not like to stay together, but the actual building itself does stay together pretty good. But just give you the whole 360 tour. It's a little tricky with the instructions. I will show you that in a minute. But you know, the color, they use light gray for the windows. Of course, they say that in the instructions. For some reason, this just it's like I sometimes feel like I built it wrong. I may have. I don't know. But and up here at the top, that may look like I didn't push the piece all the way down, but that's the way they want it. And actually, when I first started doing it, I pushed that piece down too far, and then I had a hard time separating it, so I just left it. It's actually supposed to be sticking up a little bit. And basically building this, it was like 18 steps plus one other step that showed building the trees, the entrance, and this little tower, and that tower. Let me show you that. So the whole instruction manual is just this one piece of paper. And this is what I was talking about. You had 18 steps. You just build it by layers. And you got to really pay attention to what you're doing. And then it shows you here how the clear pegs are in light gray. And then you got to know which, this is from the previous levels. You just remember you're doing one entire level. It's actually pretty simple once you catch on to that. And then the last step's pretty easy. They just show all the little things here in one step. So they got it in one sheet of paper. That probably would have been a book if it was Lego, but so far every NANOBLOCK set I've built, the instructions fit on one piece of paper and just one side of the paper. Pretty awesome. Alright, so the model works good as a display piece, but it really isn't up to moving around. I actually experimented. I built this in a hotel room and then took it home with me, put it on the dash of the car, and it did relatively stay intact. The trees were kind of lean, and these little columns on the side here would lean. But the reason I want to know if it's travel worthy, because I thought about taking it with me, and I've decided I probably shouldn't take it with me because it's just going to fall in a bunch of pieces. But we are going to go visit this castle. Yes, that is what we're going to do. We're going to be actually going to this castle in Germany, and by then I'll get my daughter more involved. When we get out there, we'll get some good pictures, maybe a few little videos that we'll share later, and so we're really excited about that. But that is not all. we do have something else to build, which you may have seen in other videos. It is the bigger Neuschwanstein. It's the Schloss Neuschwanstein Deluxe Edition. So there's actually more to it. And this, I think, is this... Oh, they got lights shining on the nano blocks. They got it lit on the inside there. This one was 550 pieces. The one right here, 5,800 pieces, high difficulty. And here is the back, and on the back we do have a picture of the actual castle there. That's the castle. There's the columns we had. I think that is indeed the front. They used orange on our model, even though it looks like it's more of a brick color. So, oh, I got to build this. It's going to be exciting building this one. It may take me a long time to build it, because NanoBlocks, it takes a little longer to build because you're dealing with such small pieces. So we will build that, and then I'll get my daughter, hopefully, to talk about it, and maybe talk about it in German. That would be awesome. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to like it. So be sure that you're subscribed. Looking very much forward to our trip to Germany. And that's not all we're going to see, but we definitely are looking forward to seeing this castle. My daughter said if we ever go to Germany, she had a few places that she specifically wanted to see, and this is one of her top 3 that she wanted to see, so we are going to go see it. So thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video. This is BrickTsar Toys.